Hello friends, welcome to online lecture series. This is the third lecture of unit number 2, that is CFT, means crystal field theory. Okay, so in our previous lecture we discussed about what is the main points of CFT. There are different main points of explanation of CFT, and today we start a new theory of CFT, that is splitting of d orbital in octahedral complexes. Splitting of d orbital in octahedral complexes. Okay, so first one is, what is the octahedral? Octahedral means when metal ion is attached with 6 different ligands. When metal ion is attached with 6 different ligands, at that time 6 same or different ligand. Okay, so when metal ion is connected with 6 ligand, at that time this geometry is known as the octahedral geometry. And this geometry is known as the octahedral geometry. Okay, so according to CFT, when metal ion is attached with ligand, at that time electrostatic field produced around the metal ion, and the energy of d orbital of metal ion increases. At that time this d orbital split into two groups. First one is T2G and another one is EZ. Okay, so d orbital contain total 5 suborbitals: dxy, dyz, dzx, d square minus y square and dz square. Okay, so according to CFT, when metal ion is joined with ligand, it means when metal ion is joined with ligand in octahedral geometry, at that time due to ligand field effect, d orbital of metal ion lose their degeneracy and split into two groups. Okay, d orbital of metal ion lose their degeneracy. Degeneracy means in ground state all the suborbital of d has similar value of energy, but when metal ligand is attached with metal ion, at that time all suborbital have not equal same energy, and due to this reason d orbital is split into two groups, T2Z and EZ. Okay, so split into two groups. First one is EZ and second one is T2Z. EZ means dx square minus y square and dz square, and T2Z means dxy, dyz and dzx. Okay, so these three suborbital dxy, dyz and dzx create one group, that is known as T2Z group, and dx square minus y square and dz square create another group, that is known as EZ group. Okay, so in octahedral complexes 6 ligands remain at the corner of the octahedral. It means here in this case metal ion is attached with 6 ligands. Okay, so in octahedral geometries all these 6 ligands, this one is first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. All these 6 ligands are attached at the corner of the geometry, and central metal ion remains as the center of the geometry. Okay, so ligand at the corner. Okay, so in octahedral complexes 6 ligand remain at the corner of the octahedral, and metal ion is remain at the center of the geometry. Okay, so the lobes of EZ orbital is along the axis and the lobes of T2Z orbital is between the axis. It means in first one is T2Z contain three groups, dxy, dyz and dzx. Okay, so I will draw the figure of dxy. It means here this is the x-axis and this one is the y-axis. Okay, so lobes of these two orbitals is between the axis. Okay, so this is the lobes. So lobes of these two orbital is between the axis, and EZ contain total two sides of suborbital, dx square minus y square and dz square. So I will dot the figure of dx square minus y square. So in dx square minus y square, this is the x-axis and this one is the y-axis. So in dx square minus y square, the lobes are lying on the axis. is between x and y axis, between the axis, and here the lobes is lying on the axis. Okay, so due to lobes of lying on the axis, repulsion force of more. It means the repulsion force between two ligands on EZ is more. It means the lobes of EZ orbital is along the axis because of EZ orbital contain the x square minus y square and dz square. In both orbitals the lobes are along the axis. Okay, and the lobes of T2z orbital is between the axis. So repulsion force is more on EZ axis and repulsion force is less on T2z axis, because here in this case the repulsion between two ligands is more due to these lobes are along the axis. Here in this case these lobes are between the axis, so repulsion is less. Here repulsion is less and repulsion is more. Okay, so due to repulsion, more repulsion on EZ axis, EZ becomes excited state. Okay, so therefore EZ becomes excited state with high energy and T2z becomes ground state with low energy. Here we can see that the energy of EZ is higher. The energy difference between two suborbitals T2z and EZ is known as delta octahedral. Delta octahedral means del O. Okay, so here in this case T2z remains as a ground state with less energy and EZ remains as excited state with high energy. Okay, so due to ligand field effect the energy of d orbital changes. Due to ligand field effect, it means when ligand is come closer to the metal ion, at that time electrostatic field produced around the metal ion, at that time the energy of d orbital is increases. Okay, so due to ligand field effect energy of d orbital changes and it split into two groups due to ligand field effect. The change in energy of complex is known as crystal field stabilization energy. Due to ligand field effect, the change in energy of complex is known as CFSE. CFSE means crystal field stabilization energy. Okay, so this is the most important in our this chapter. CFSE, we can calculate CFSE with different examples. Okay, so due to ligand field effect, energy of d orbital is increases and d orbital split into two groups T2z and EZ, and due to ligand field effect this change is known as the change in energy is known as CFAC, crystal field stabilization energy. Okay, so the main heading is splitting of d orbital and octahedral complexes. First one is what do we mean by octahedral complexes? When metal ion is attached with 6 different ligands, at that time this geometry is known as octahedral complex. Okay, octahedral geometry or octahedral complex. So in according to CFT, when ligand is come closer to the metal ion, at that time energy of d orbital is increases and d orbital split into further two groups T2z and EZ. T2z means dxy, dz and dzs. EZ means dx square minus y square and dz square. Okay, so the arrangement of lobes on T2z, it means dxy, dz and dzs. Okay, so here this figure indicates for dxy. dxy means here lobes is lying between the axis, and in EZ orbital it means dx square minus y square and dz square. dx square minus y square and dz square. Here in this case these lobes are along the axis, so repulsion between two ligands is more as compared to T2z. It means dxy, dz and dzs. Okay, so at that time EZ orbital create high energy and remain as a excited state. Okay, so in this case octahedral complex is always first electron filled in T2z orbital, then after EZ orbital. Okay, so in octahedral complexes always first electron is filled in T2z orbital, because T2z is remain as a ground state and EZ remain as a excited state. Okay, so due to ligand field effect, the energy of d orbital is changes and it split into two groups, and this change is known as CFAC. CFAC means crystal field stabilization energy. Okay, Now crystal phase stabilization energy CFSE can be calculated by using formula. CFSE is equal to minus 0.4 n T2G plus 0.6 n Ag plus delta octahedral plus MP. MP means pairing energy. Okay. So CFSE can be calculated by using this formula. Suppose in T, this is the d orbital. So orbitals of d are 5 and it's split into two groups. First one is T2J and second one is EZ. Okay. So in octahedral complexes always T2J remains as a ground state and EZ remains as a excited state. Okay. Suppose I will take a D4 system. D4 system means 4 electrons are present in d orbital. Okay, so this is the D4 system. In this case, first electron, second, third, and fourth. Okay, so in this case, the calculation of CFSE can be done by CFSE. CFSE means crystal field stabilization energy. CFSE is equal to minus 0.4 n. Minus, first one is minus 0.4. N means number of electron in T2G orbital. Number of electron in T2G orbital. Here three different electrons are present in T2G. It means 3 plus 0.6 plus 0.6 and EZ. It means number of electron in EZ orbital. Here one electron is present in EZ orbital. And delta octahedral, it means delta octahedral energy of octahedral is not given. Suppose this is the 1000. Okay, so 1000 plus MP. MP means paired electron. Here in this case, all these 4 electrons are unpaired. So MP, the value of pairing MP is equal to 0 because no any orbital contain paired electron. Okay, so this one is 0. So minus 0.4 into 3 is equal to minus 1.2 plus 0.6 into 1000 is equal to minus 0.6 into 1000 is equal to 600. Okay, per centimeter. The energy of the minus 600 centimeter inverse. So unit of CFSE is equal to centimeter inverse. Okay, so this is the formula of CFSE. It means crystal field stabilization energy can be calculated by using this formula. Minus 0.4 n T2G plus 0.6 n EZ delta octahedral plus MP. When n is equal to number of electron in T2G and EZ. Delta octahedral is the splitting energy. M is equal to number of electron pair. Okay. Suppose I take another system, that is D7 system. 5, 6, 7. Okay. So at that time, two orbital contain paired electron. This is the paired electron. This one is also paired electron. Okay. So in this case, the value of MP is equal to 2. It means 2 the difference of orbital contain paired electron. Okay. So the MP is equal to paired electron and P is equal to pairing energy. Okay. So now magnetic momentum is depend on number of unpaired electron present and it can be calculated by using formula mu is equal to under n plus 2 and the unit of magnetic momentum is Bohr magneton. Okay. So this is the equation of magnetic moment. Magnetic moment mu is equal to under root n plus 2. Okay. Suppose I take a system D10 system. D10 means d orbital contain total so suppose I take a system D10 system. D10 system means 10 electrons are present in d orbital. At that time, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It means all the electrons are, all these electrons are paired, it means no any unpaired electron is present in this case. So the value of n is equal to 0. It means here 0 into 0 plus 2 is equal to 0 Bohr magneton. Okay, so the value of mu is equal to 0. Mu is equal to 0, it means no unpaired electron are present at that time. This complex is a diamagnetic complex. And if the unpaired electron is present at that time, this complex is become as a paramagnetic. Suppose I take another system, that is D2 system. D2 system means two electrons are present in d orbital, first and this is the second. Okay, so here the number of unpaired electrons are first and second, n is equal to 2. So the mu is equal to under root 2 and n plus 2, n is equal to 2 into 2 plus 2 is equal to under root 8 is equal to 2.83 Bohr magnet. Okay, so in this case magnetic moment is present because of unpaired electron are present, and this complex is known as a paramagnetic complex. Only one single unpaired electron are present at that time. This complex is known as paramagnetic. If all these electrons are paired at that time, this complex become as a diamagnetic. Okay, so this is the paramagnetic complex because of two unpaired electrons are present in this complex. In D10 system, all the electrons are paired. It means the value of n is equal to number of unpaired electron. N is equal to number of unpaired electron is 0. It means this complex is a diamagnetic complex and this complex is a paramagnetic. Okay, so only one single unpaired electron is sufficient for paramagnetic substance. Okay, so this is the diamagnetic and this one is paramagnetic. For diamagnetic complex, the value mu is equal to 0. The value of mu is equal to 0 for diamagnetic complex. Here diamagnetic complex mu is equal to 0, and for paramagnetic complex mu is not equal to 0. Okay, so CFSE, it means crystal free stabilization energy, can be calculated by using formula. CFS is equal to minus 0.4, and it is number of electron in T2G plus 0.6 number of electron in EZ orbital plus delta octahedral plus MP, which means bearing energy. Okay, so magnetic moment is depend upon a number of unpaired electron. If unpaired electron is present, it means this complex is known as a paramagnetic complex and it contains some amount of mu. Mu means magnetic moment. And if the all electrons are paired, at that time this complex is become as a diamagnetic, and for diamagnetic the value of mu is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the equation of magnetic moment. Mu is equal to under root n plus 2, and the unit of magnetic moment is Bohr magneton. Okay, so in this theory I discuss about splitting of d orbital in octahedral complexes. In octahedral complexes, first electron is in octahedral complexes, first electron enter in T2G orbital, then after EZ orbital, because in octahedral complex T2G remain as a ground state and EZ is remain as a excited state. Okay, so in this theory I completed splitting of d orbital and octahedral complexes. Okay, so in next lecture I will discuss about high spin and low spin complexes. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.